Good evening, gamers. It is Saturday, July 23rd, 2022, I should say. 8:06 of the PM, and I am back with... Oh, come on, show it. Ah, there you go. Back with Minecraft. Now, very excitingly, I can actually turn this off. So I was talking last time about how I want to have... I was looking for like a mod that makes it so music plays more often. I've gotten a couple more mods since last time. Things that I have added: memory leak fix, just a general improvement. All, again, just general improvement stuff. I also got a couple things that don't show up in here, but it's also just general improvement things, like stuff for like chunk loading. But I found this, which is Music Duration Reducer by Ludo Crypt, which is incredible. Fantastic mod here that now I can turn my music. I set a minimum time for everything between songs, a minimum and a maximum time that will be between when songs play. So now it won't be like 30 minutes between songs playing. We'll just have more back-to-back music, which is very, very swag, very awesome. I'm also really hoping, I'm getting like kind of these like jitters. I'm hoping that that isn't going to be a permanent issue of a couple of the chunk loading mods that I have added. You can hear it now. Oh, it mutes when I tab out now. Also, this is a great thing with one of the things. It used to be really slow for me to like tab in and out of Minecraft to get in and out of the window. It takes a second for OBS to re-register it when I tab in and out, but I can now tab in and out immediately, so it's way better for me. Still a guy over there. Now, I might need to have this like up here. Some things have changed since the last time that I played this, and I will show that here. Couple of things have changed, just a little bit. I've done some more villager breeding because there were a couple villagers, of course, that I needed that I did not yet have. So I have now, this villager has mending. I got a mending villager because I needed to get this for my tools, because I was going and I was doing so much mining and digging that of course I had to do this. I had to get mending on this pickaxe here because it was breaking so much. I went through, I think, about 2.5 of this pickaxe. 2.5 unbreaking 3 netherite pickaxes, essentially, without mending. That's a little bit of a cat dog situation there. But I did a lot of grindy things kind of offline, much to your own benefit. So one things, I worked on that tunnel, you'll see that in a minute. I also did some netherite mining, and I may have spoiled a little bit of the fun offline. I've made 2 pieces of it already and put it on here. All my armor, also everything now has mending. Literally everything has mending. Everything that I'm using. And so I figured I'd wait until next stream to put the rest of the netherite onto my tools and armor. So, you know, it's not just like, you know, you get the fun of having everything be upgraded. I'm also cooking up a bunch of stone here. You'll see why in a little bit. But I did some digging. And we got a little bit of extra there. I did some digging. Oh god, I am getting some weird frame drops. I really hope that isn't like an issue. So let's go ahead. Upgrade the rest of this. Boom. Boom. Cover me in debris. That is what you love to see, because I love to rhyme. Boom. And now we can also get the rest of our tools. This is also like, I went ahead, I got also a efficiency dealer, because I need that for my tools here. Buh. put it on the Silk Touch, because I, of course, need some Silk Touch. I need to put Mending on the Silk Touch, and on Breaking 3. Boom. I guess I could put it on this shovel. This is my main shovel. Alright, so now we have full netherite gear and some netherite to spare. So if I have anything else, like I have in here some other tools, like, I thought I had a Silk Touch shovel, but I guess not. But whatever that needs, we can make happen. It can occur. I might need to do some stuff to differentiate these two a little bit. There was a mod that I was looking at that I didn't know if it would add too much to the game for me to want to do this, because again, I don't want to have too many mods that really change all that much with the base game, but it was a copper improvement mod, and one thing it added was that you could put gilding onto netherite, which I would think would be a nice way of differentiating quickly between visuals of what tools I need and use. So if you'll remember, actually I can get it pulled up. If you'll remember from last stream, I wonder if I can just click in, if I can just drag and drop the VOD into here straight up and then just scroll through it. That'd be awesome. Although I doubt it'll let me do that. But that would be very, very cool. Because it's a very big file, so I doubt that I can just click and drag this into here. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, fantastic. Good evening. Okay. Let me just go and bring this up to about right around. When was I last working on the tunnel? Actually scrubs through really quickly. How much work did I do on the tunnel then? I guess kind of around here. You can see. I want to get like a good view from like kind of the start of the tunnel. Yeah, kind of here. You can see that it's like, it's pretty scrawny, not really much to see. It's filling a lot of water at that time, but it's just like a real small tunnel. And this here being dug out. Okay, that's enough of that. But you can see it was nothing. A lot of the tunnel was basically just like a 2-block high, 1 block wide type thing just to get through. So just barely a tunnel in the first place. Not suitable for boat usage, but it did, you know, just connect 2 sides. That has changed. I already have a boat there. I always forget about the purpose of my dock. You know what I should do before I go out on the boat? I feel like a barrel works best for it. Barrels, that takes slabs, yeah? Slabs, yeah? I'm spoiled now by the new crafting book. I never remember how to make anything. Let's just put one of these here. Oh, damn you slabs. Topside slabs. Put that there, I guess. And I'll just keep spare boats there, because I'm always going to keep forgetting them. So allow me to take you on a little bit of a tour through what I have done since last you saw this. So you might notice immediately there is a landmass missing from here, because I completely got rid of the little island that was here, just because it's now easier to go through, and it shows I want to have the best readability of the pathway. I want it to look not only like, you know, it's a natural river, but I want it to be like, you know, you don't really have to look out for too many signs. You can kind of just like feel the river, you know, just feel the flow of it. So you see immediately this opening much wider. I have made the cave significantly larger, and I've put these glow bears everywhere because they show up. It's a nice way of naturally lighting this area. That, and I could get glow lichen. Nice way of naturally lighting up a lot of the area. That's gonna be a problem. I need to light up there. I need to make sure that things don't spawn in here still. That's still an issue. You see, just going through. Still want to lower this floor in here a lot, but you see it's nice and wide, all naturally lit. I probably forgot a torch in here somewhere. All naturally lit through here. Remember, all this was... I feel like, once again, I must remark, all of this here that you see, everything that is beyond... Where was it? Everything that is beyond about this point, I guess roughly like this point, this is all artificial. I guess it was like here, actually, because this is where it's all flattened out. Everything from this point on is artificially created. I had to dig all of this out by hand. This was all done by hand. Every last bit of this had to be dug out. And I'm still not even completely done. This is still shit sitting here. And also widen this out a bit. I want to decorate the entrances and exits of... that's what all that stone I was cooking up before was for. Is I want to decorate the openings. And I also want to put arches here in the water to kind of also like guide the path a little bit. Look like a structure, kind of like show the path you like boat through an archway. I think that would be neat. And we can see over here, I've also flattened out a bit more of this land, so it looks a bit more like, oh yeah, I can go through there. Peel back the side of this a bit, and over there, just peel back those walls. And you can see up there in the distance, that is, there used to be a little tiny wall that blocked it that had a hole in the middle of it that we would go through. I've broken that. And now we have this entrance here. Again, this was all dug by hand. Everything throughout this bit of the cavern here. I've made this kind of temporary bit of an entrance. This isn't going to be how it's going to look forever. But I want to spruce that up a bit. Dug out all of this. Remember, this before was like, it's basically a strip mine. And now it is this. And that is all that we have of this area so far. Also did the same thing on this side. That is all that we have of this so far, and right over here, if we were to go straight through here, we would end up at where we've been going down. And so I want to have now kill you. The goal now is to finish up these tunnels. I have a cow here. I should bring this cow home. I still need cows for just everything. Just everything cow. I don't have any cows in the area, and now it's super easy to bring them back. Also, I've been getting this weird, like, visual bug here with, like, this flickering and everything. And also, like, just being in the boat sometimes, it just, like, loads weirdly. So I like, will mine while standing on top of the boat. You know, because it's like, I can stand here to use it as a platform. Sometimes it just, like, doesn't recognize a block being broken. And much in the same way that does not get recognized, I hope that the police can recognize this corpse when I'm fucking done with this guy. Gotcha! Isn't this nice? Now we actually get the music playing while we're just going throughout. Isn't that lovely? Yes, we're gonna have archway here and the like. I also want to do stuff along this river, because now that I have dug this pathway through, there's no sense in making an entire river to and from a location if I am not going to be, you know, putting things along the way. Why would you just have a river between a pathway between point A and point B and not create a couple of things while you're on it? A couple of roadside attractions. I feel like, you know, expanding my base. Now that I have this, I should, I shouldn't just have everything be landlocked over to where I have been building. I need to get rid of that tree. I tried to burn it and it didn't work. Not just have everything be landlocked over here where I have been building. Actually, like, move things sort of downstream. And really, like, expand the scope of my base. instead of it just being like one, you know, we're not doing this Civ style. We're not just picking one central location and then just slowly expanding the border of that. We gotta go out, we gotta establish other settlements. So that's what I want to do. But today's mostly about building. That is the big priority of today. I've also added all these chests since last time, because I just have too much shit. That's all the redstone stuff is up there now. That's still going. I AFK'd here for so long and it's still going. You really gotta have a lot of furnace power. So one thing that I want to do is I think I want to just have like the stone to indicate sort of the general... I should probably move you somewhere. Stone to indicate the general kind of passageways. I haven't slept in several in-game days because I've been AFKing everywhere, cooking up stone. I missed. I could just go sleep though and you die. Oh. Or you die now, like that also works. Really just whatever's your choice. I think I want to have, I have some of the sculk from the sculk catalyst. That is chilling in, a lot of that's there. Where's, I think, yeah, I have it in here right now with a lot of the nether stuff. That's just for extreme biome type things there. Those are still full. Goodness. Really takes a long time. So I want to have, as you get closer to a destination, like as you get closer to, you know, the area that, you know, the passageway that is directly to the deep dark, I want to have a lot of that be skulk. So then, you know, like if I had a passageway that was going out to like the ocean that way, I would have like passageways made out of like the prismarine and everything like that, stuff that is like oceany blocks and coral. You know, it's like, you know, you can see like it's like a sign for that area that is just like, it just shows like a little snippet of it, a little preview that just serves as like, oh, I know how to get to my dock and how to get to, you know, like if I had this going up to like farmland or whatever, because it looks like, you know, like rural kind of farmy type stuff, this sort of trodden down path. So I want the pathways to a location to be indicative of the location it leads to. A little bit, I want to do some world buildy type stuff. And I'm going to be getting rid of this because I don't need this here anymore. I don't even need chicken eggs, really. I'm probably not going to farm chickens at all until, you know, unless something comes up that I specifically would need a lot of chicken eggs for, I'm not going to farm any chicken eggs. I'm hardly even farming wool anymore. That's also just been AFKing there. I did refill their hopper things. I sat down here. I should probably fill in under my house. That's still just water there. That's just dead void space. And I should probably get rid of it. I also did, I got rid of all the sugarcane here. Because I also want to have, just since I already have this here, I want this to be the place for a pathway to the iron farm. Just create a natural pathway there. Or maybe not even natural, just create a, you know, just like, I could have, since this goes to a bit more of an industrial thing of it being an iron farm, I could do something that looks a little bit more, it kind of fades into something a little bit more of like a modern street as you kind of go closer. You know, it kind of shows how it's a little bit more advanced. I will probably eventually get rid of this hill. I remember at one point I wanted the passageway over to that lush cave, but that lush cave honestly really doesn't do much to me. Or for me. It hasn't done much to me either. We're quite neutral. Oh, this goes up here. And this will go right there. Yes, I'm getting things a little bit more organized. I do want to have a way of organizing and storing things that is not you know, just rows of chests lined up like this, all with their labeling and everything, because this is, you know, this is inefficient. If I look at my statistics, you'll see, where is it? Where is this one of these in here? Just how many chests you've opened. Oh, this is so hard to find things in here. It's not in the interactions with this, sadly. There's ender chests open. Chests open. So I've opened these chests 2,451 times. And that's because, like, I'm just like, oh, I need redstone. Is that here? No, that's here. Oh, I need glass. Is that here? Oh, that's here. It's way. Oh. And you end up just searching around everywhere. It's not very efficient. So I need a better kind of storage facility for a lot of this. Just a better way of doing it. I really feel like doing something with that island eventually. Because it's so close that I feel like it could be something good. I also want to eventually expand this dock into like a whole thing. I want a kind of world scale type thing. Iron farm still working. Go ahead and check in with our villagers. I also crafted all the iron down into blocks because I wanted to be able to store things easier. Because, you know, the whole chest, the double chest was just full up of ingots, and that takes up a lot more space than blocks. Can't even do any regular trades with you, because you are just buy books from you when I need them. Everybody just refresh? Damn it, didn't get to you in time to get the second trade. So things have moved around a bit. Yes, we no longer have this. This guy is in here. And we also now have you here. And you sell the efficiency books. I also have loyalty, which might be nice. Start. And down here, I've started to put in some more housing for when we get more. And by started to put in more housing, I mean opened up this room a little bit. Start. All right. Biggest thing that I trade for now is just XP. That's really it. Thing is, though, with all the XP that I get from trading, and, you know, for my mending, I want to have soul speed on my boots. That's not where you do it. Can I have this? I can! I want to have soul speed on these boots, but having soul speed lowers your durability. But if you have mending, then it's all fine, because then you can just fix your boots. No issue to be had there. I also still need to empty this out. This is all the sugar cane from emptying all that out over there. I guess I'll just go and take all that out. Just need to get rid of all of that. So this will probably go here. Because I have this chest now for all, like, wood stuff that isn't... Yeah, it's like all plant stuff. This is wood stuff specifically. And now this is for the actual, like, plant. It's like that stuff can go there. This was just for mob drops. But it's ended up getting filled up with so much other shit. Because there's just so many different things. You know, if you count, like, I should probably just make a whole thing for wool. Things get really muddy when you start trying to split things up. I don't even need any of these iron tools anymore. I could just dump all of them and save the space. So I really probably should do. Let's put that there, because that's, you know, flowers and stuff. Slabs away. This goes up into here. Okay. See, this has efficiency 5 on it. This doesn't. That's gonna need to change. So I want to mess around a little bit. with some of this stone. I also want to mess around with the Skulk and Skulk Catalyst, because I'm curious how that grows. I'm curious how that spreads. And I'm going to bring with me on this adventure the stone cutter. Because of course we're going to need scaffolding. Gonna need that. Gonna need this for, you know, making all kinds of blocks and stuff. Because you do get, when you do something like if you craft stairs, you spend 6 blocks and you get 4 back. But if you make it in the stone cutter, you spend 6, you spend 1, it's 1 to 1 instead of, I guess, what is, you know, 6 to 4, what is that? That's not 2, what is that? 6 to 4. I guess that's like a 3 to 2. 3 to 2 ratio. I need to put this cow somewhere, don't I? I've brought this life back to me, and now I have no plans for it. I guess you're not gonna get killed by anything. You're not gonna get killed by ocelots, whatever. They don't hunt cows. I'd like to see them try, though. Let's just try putting in some, you know, stone brick type structures. Kind of around a lot of this. So first thing that I want to do, start small. I think I'll start with this cave entrance. We will start with this. With this, I will build my castle. Start with some of this. Make about that many for now. Of course, gonna have to expand, but just for now. Ah, that you still get you get a 2 for that. So before you would spend 3. Yeah, that's still equivalent. Those are still 1 to 1. Okay. Oh, it is getting dark and I don't have a bed. I don't want to build at night because that's creepers. Let me go get a bed before I do any of this. I could probably also turn myself back from hard mode because I only really have that for converting villagers. I'll sleep in my bed for tonight, but I gotta bring one with me. Do I have a spare bed right now? Any spare beds? Anybody? I don't think so. Aha! Yes! I know me too well. Let's just mess around trying to put in an entrance onto this tunnel. A proper one, not like the cobblestone ones I have at the other ones. Can you do cracked stone brick in a mason table? Because I want these to look ancient, of course. It goes to an ancient place, and a lot of it is going to be covered in skulk. No, you can't. You can't crack it. I think if you put it in a furnace, it can crack it. Yes. I think if you cook stone bricks, it makes them into cracked stone bricks. Okay, back we go. I gotta get a furnace and fuel. I forgot that's a thing that you can do. I think you can cook them to crack them. So I should actually have some spare furnaces. Get that. And I'll steal just a nice solid stack of that. Bring a little bit more of that with me. I might also end up making some smooth stone. Let's see. I think I'll build it majority just out of, you know, stone brick, and then I will put in some cracked stone afterwards. Because I like to build it out of its, like, I like to build the base first, and then go back in and add in details after. You know, like, I like to change it up after I've already established the shape. I think we can do this, and that'll make cracked stone bricks. I think. Yes, hallelujah. Okay, let's get to building. Initiate time lapse. So I think I want to have this be kind of from, I want to have this be like a kind of 3 wide kind of deal. Make that the silk touch. Which I should put mending on if I'm doing a lot of the digging through here. I think this should go, start it kind of like this. This one's going to be real small, as this is a real tiny cave entrance, as compared to the big ones that I want to build out in the lake that are going to be massive. I kind of want them to be flat on top, and then have an arch throughout the middle of it. Should probably do this just bottom layer first and then put this like, oh, speed sneak. Oh my god. There will never come a time that I am used to it just popping in. I think we might indent this one further back. I can put this in here to kind of have it be equal with the other side for now. Let me up here. Yeah, so you see why I was cooking up that whole chest full of stuff. It's gonna be an expensive project in total. Lot of building blocks. So I'm curious if I just put a sculpt catalyst onto parts of this build, if I just leave those for a time, if that will eventually make it into just sculk block, just growing, does all of it turn into sculk? Now this is going to be our little secret. I'm going to have this be kind of back in here and kind of, you know, thicken it out a little bit. I want this to be 3 thick. But a lot of this area, as you can see, this is not going to be, a lot of it's kind of obscured, not really visible. So everything that is, you know, up to this point, we can just be, that can be our little secret. You don't have to tell anybody that it's not actually stone brick all throughout. Our little secret. Let's get a nice and thick. Also, like, there's a bunch of tropical fish spawning all in this now. Just pop a torch in there. Might have to do, I think I'll just make it hollow on the inside, because this is gonna be like tree on this side. Only things that if I ever need to change the terrain around it, then I am gonna have to adjust for that. That is thick. Oh mama. Okay, so we can fill back in this kind of gap behind it. Gonna need to get some dirt for it, but I know where I can get some dirt. It's all around us. I think I probably also still have some of it in my chest, but I don't need to do that right now. Right now, we're just focusing on getting the shape. We're starting with this kind of deal. I might actually make this... push it in more, because it starts curving to the right. So there's no sense in having it wide on the left here. Which means that my own mistakes immediately come back to haunt me, and I have to fill out this middle block. But I think, actually, no, I don't, because I just need to... I want to move it over a couple. And I'm going to do the exact same thing here, because my hubris. I think that's a little bit better, shapely-wise. Now let's mess around with stairs. Now my inventory is gonna be an issue throughout this. I think we'll do some of this. And then I think I want slabs on the top to kind of give that little change. Just so it goes in a little bit more softly from... Get these damn leaves out of here. Have this curve up nice and soft on the edges here. Although I might actually indent that one then. Since it's such a large thing. When you have a large thing and you do curves, you can kind of see it on my pizza oven house. You kind of need to have the curves be a bit spaced out. Otherwise they just turn into points. Start with a bit of that. Then, yeah, I'm gonna bring the boat over, because again, you can stand on the boat. It sometimes makes building a little bit wacky, depending on like the boat's kind of orientation. But if you got like this, look at that. Moving platform. So we can do some of this. Might need to make that, yes, much, much bigger. Oh god, these frame drops. Are we oh god. Is another thing. The game doesn't exactly like it when I stand on top of the boat. You can do it, it doesn't really like it. Although it might be an unrelated issue, though. Whether these frames are dropping. Could be unrelated. Hopefully. Oh. It's turning nighttime. Let's go and sleep. Oh, come on. I can see the sunset. I'm old. Let me go to sleep early. That'd be a nice, nice mod for Minecraft. The early bird mod. You can change what time you go to sleep and what time it wakes you up at. Okay. So now that I have that, I think I want to do... I think I'm actually going to replace those stairs with slabs. And we're going to do kind of the same thing that we did on top. Do this kind of thing. I'm really enjoying getting into building more in Minecraft. It used to be a much more daunting thing for me. I like that archway. I like it. I like that shape. I like how smooth that arch is. How smooth that curve is. Okay. So we have all this cracked stone now. We can start kind of peppering this throughout. Same way that I did at my house. Just add in some details. I also might need to add in some other blocks just for more color. Might have some of it just be normal stone. Oh, they're like close in color, but it is a little bit lighter with just normal stone. And it's nice that you can just build straight out of normal stone now. Just gotta add in those little details. Yeah, I have that there. I think I actually want to fill in this wall. So I was saying before, with some of the music that I was hearing, that I was like, oh, I've never heard this song before. It might be from like Minecraft Dungeons or whatever, but I've never heard it. It might be from a different game. Turns out all the music, all the Minecraft music that's been in my Spotify playlist has been in the game for bare minimum like 3 years, maybe 4, and I just haven't heard any of it until now, or a lot of that. Scaffolding. My beloved. Minecraft it's really just a good time to be a builder. No better time to get to building. So I think we can also make some... Can we make cracked slabs? Is that a thing? No, it's just cracked stone. You can't craft anything out of it. Can you crack slabs? No, okay. You just get the bricks. So another thing that I can use to add more color into this, you can use... I don't think I have any of it, for example. But things like andesite. Let's go back to the base. I left the bed there. Let's go back to the base and let's look for some other blocks that I may have that are in this sort of grayscale. We're just looking for some nice contrast. You can also use gravel. That is another option. Some things like gravel, you might think like, oh, well, that doesn't look anything like the texture for crackstone or whatever. Doesn't have to look like the texture. Just has to look like the color, and then your eyes will fill in the rest. I love this track. I think this might be from the Wild update. This is such a good track. We'll turn it down a little bit, though. It's still going. So let's look around. I do have andesite. Fantastic. We also have stuff like deep slate. Which I might... make that pause. Can I just cook this back into deep slate? Yes. I think I want to put some darker colors kind of around the bottom and add some patches of darker colors, which is a great thing that you can do with deep slate. I can also just use, to break things up a little bit, just use some cobble. Because let me show you this here side by side. Let me lay this out for you. Stone, cracked stone, stone, cobblestone. So you see, there is a color difference here. Cobblestone is darker than stone. It's naturally it's got some darker tones in it than stone does. It also has brighter highlights. I can also show this here. It's not the smoothest, but you can kind of see where that goes. Actually, I can show an even better kind of thing here, maybe. I think... Yes, okay, yeah, because then you can do... like, andesite. Andesite is actually really bright. Look at this. So andesite here next to stone. Andesite here next to cobblestone. So you can kind of see where it blends in nicest is actually with the stone brick here. It blends in really, really nicely, but it does break it up a little bit. But you can go from... Since that blends in really nicely, you can go from this into here. Oh god, my inventory is too full. Of course, I get the flint there. I guess the cobblestone doesn't really work too well with the rest of, like, the colors of the rest, but you can see how this... You see the gradient there? That's really nice gradient. I really like that. I want to use it. Let me see how... Deep slate is really dark, but if you want to put that in, you can kind of ease that in with... like cobble into deep slate. It is actually a bit brighter on the side texture. And it's darker on top, brighter on the side. So you see, those all look really, really nice together. So I want to play around with some of this. Don't really need a whole lot of deep slate for this. Don't need a whole lot of any of these blocks because it's a real small build. I just want to mess around with some of this. So go back and test a lot of that. That is such a cute cat. Do I fish? I do. That's cooked fish. Shit, that won't work. Ah, that's a cute cat though. I do need to get more cats. Get more pets around here. I still need to name my current pets, my cat and my parrot. Let's go see what I can do with this. A nice thing is, since this is a, you know, pretty solid setup structure, there's no need to have any, like, weirdness, you know, don't have to worry about gravel falling or anything like that. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a trick here. Oh, no. Oh, these side textures. We can do kind of some of this. Just here at the bottoms. Ugh, side textures. So then, if you have it really dark at the bottom, then it kind of looks like it's receding into the water. I want to have a lot of these water, the blocks here in the water, I want to have it be a little bit darker. And since you're mostly going to be seeing this from the front when you enter, have everything look the nicest from the front side. This respiration is actually fantastic. I've been loving using it. Okay, so we start with that. Nice layer of dark on the bottom. Just wonder if that's too much. Don't want to have too much of it down here because then it becomes noticeable. Once it's out of the water, it kind of becomes a little bit too much. I might need to extend the water down a little bit. Or extend it down here into the water a bit more. Because then it will show up better down here. Where it's a little bit more obscured. Yeah, I like that. I also kind of like the idea of having one side of it look taller than the other. By just having it, you know, because it looks like, oh, that side's probably been buried in. So then I only really have to have, like, you know, I don't have to have it be like a whole thing that goes like all the way down. I just kind of show little bits and bobbles of it. And I can show, like, I can imply by having that go deeper, it's like, oh, this was probably like a pretty tall thing. Without actually having to show the full height of any of it. Then we have cobble. Actually, do I want to use cobble? I don't know. Let me lay these out again. Lay out my palette. I hate placing this. Trying to get the front-facing thing. I think I'll put cobble first before gravel. Because then gravel looks good into andesite. Or I might not even use cobble at all. Might just go straight into gravel and then andesite. Shovel. Don't need the axe for now. Put that away. Kind of mix that up a little bit there. Then I don't want this kind of be like... I don't want that turning into a pattern. And also having the gravel there not only is good for color, but also kind of shows the erosion. Because this is in water. So a lot of this is going to be, you know, it's a cave, it's in water. A lot of it's going to be kind of a wind tunnel. Baby zombie? Oh, you better stay away. I should put gravel there. And actually replace some of the shoreline with gravel as well, because then it looks kind of like, you know, some like refuse from the build. Looks like, you know, kind of like if you look at Mount Rushmore, how there's all the rocks just kind of piled up around, you know, the base of it. That's just because that's all the junk that they never cleared away after they were done, you know, carving up the stone. This does kind of help tell a bit of a story of this area. You can see it's old. The gravel shows that it's kind of weathering away. That andesite looks so nice in there. Side isn't even really going to be visible, but I still want it to be nice. Still gotta be pretty. Can also put more of it kind of in the surrounding rocks. Now we'll just kind of sprinkle andesite throughout a lot of this, because that is now our highlight. So a lot of the middle of this, once again, love me some scaffolding. A lot of the middle of this, just a lot of that. Oh, damn you, that's going straight down into a pit. One lower, that's fine. Just kind of mix it up around here now. Spice it up. And then in some spots, you can also, again, fill it in with gravel. To also ease in some of that andesite. To not have it just be, you know, patches of the same everywhere. Now, sadly, I can't do the gravel up there, because it'll fall. But I can do it in some spots like here. I also want to mix up some of this here. Some just regular old stone. Some spots kind of like this. Just here and there, just put a regular old bit of stone in there. Also serves to break up some of the andesite in here a little bit. Get my scaffolding back. Not like I can't get a million more of it, but I just don't want to have to go make more. It does take string, which is a resource that one can get a little bit light in. So the thing is, I don't want to have this here. It's kind of adding, like, it's kind of giving a striping right now, like that. So I'm going to replace that with, I guess, a little bit more andesite. And then I'm going to turn, oh my god, the frame drops. Maybe I can help with that just for now. Just hear it. Let's make some stone slabs. Inventory. I think, can we make andesite slabs? Yes, we can. We can also make andesite stairs, which is great, because I also want to put, you know, it used to be a big issue of, you know, trying to get a nice gradient between some of your blocks back in older days in Minecraft. Because it used to be, you could have all your nice stuff kind of mixed in throughout. But, you know, you get to, like, the special blocks, like stairs and slabs and things, and there isn't a block for it. And so then there's no longer pretty color gradient between blocks. You just have, like, well, this is the only stair that exists, so it has to be this. I think we should do this. And also on this side. I would extend over here a little bit. Can't forget the tops. Just because this isn't normally going to be visible doesn't mean it doesn't matter. You can do some of this. We can do some of this. God, the fucking frame drops are killing me. It is very, very nice now to be able to add in these little splashes without having to be a full block. I made a penis. Let's fix that. Yeah, that is probably the biggest thing that, like, engineers look at. Always just, like, looking at for, like, okay, we have this. This is our most efficient model that we've ever made. Really, like, this is the top of the science. Been working on this for our life. All the models show that this is our best design. Oh, fuck, it looks like a penis. Do we run it? I mean, it's like, I mean, the computer says that's our best design. Do we trust it? I mean, everybody's gonna laugh at it, but it's efficient. That has to happen, like, religiously. Just that exact issue. Nice, so we can also put this in here. That's actually a full block here, so I can just bop. And bop. Didn't know if there was gravel above that. Need to be safe. That's also a full block, hang on. I think I want that to still be... fucking inventory. Ugh. Grab up all these blocks again. Also, all the every time I swim through here, I pick up a bunch of dead tropical fish because there's axolotls in the water. So now if we take... Okay, there's a zombie over here somewhere. Take a little step back and we take a look over. It's a little bit messy. I think I should reincorporate more of the stone back up top. I think I've overdone it with some highlights. That's kind of taken away from a lot of the look of the build itself. Let's go ahead and put back this. So right now it's more highlight blocks than it is stone brick. Yeah, definitely overdone. See, I like that immediately much better. Much more better. Much more gooder. You always got to make sure to take a step back from time to time, because you don't know if you're overdoing it too much until it's like, oh god, I really overdid it. Oh god. Inventory too full. Do not want. Another thing I can do if I want to kind of add some aging to this is I can also just replace some full blocks with slabs. So like I can just do this. And you're like, oh, that's chipped away. Oh no. The block has begun to chip and fall away. Because it's old. That block used to be like a stair, but it broke and it wore down. I think I like that a lot better. I just need to I need it to look a little bit more blended in with the rest of the environment, because it's kind of a bit pushed forward and out of it right now because the dirt around it is not there. So I think I want to have dirt I want it to kind of be inset, or set in rather, to the mountain. I want to look like the dirt around it has kind of like fallen down the hill and started to kind of bury some of the top and sides of it. Let's get some dirt. Just straight up dirt. Don't really need for now, because we're just building up some land. I actually might need more dirt than this. This is why I do so much stuff offline. At this point, I'm doing so much offline that doesn't really need to be shown online. Stuff like building, way better to do online. But you can see, like, even this part, a lot of these things, they do take a lot of time. And I don't want to waste a lot of time by, because this shit's slow. We need to build up this left side. Much like a man that masturbates too much with his right arm, the left side needs to be built up a little bit. I also need to make a spot if I want to. I can put down my e-chest. There we go, and I can put some junk away. I don't need the skulk on me right now. Actually, don't really need a lot of this on me right now. Just save a little bit of inventory space, because I can pick up my bed. So I kind of want it to be like a bit of a landslide over here. They look like it's starting to kind of starting to bury the tunnel. I do like the feeling of, in a world like this, I kind of like, it's a bit of an Outer Wilds type of feeling that, like, everything is so old and ancient, and like it's also kind of a feeling that you get in our current world with stuff like the science of like background and like Hawking radiation, like a lot of the background radiation that we have now is one of the big reasons why we can like find proof of the Big Bang. And we can see evidence of the Big Bang in a lot of the background radiation of the universe right now is from then, and it just hasn't all dissipated yet. And so if we were in a time period, if you were born, like I don't even know how long, thousands, hundred thousands, million years from now, eventually all that radiation will dissipate and it'll be gone and you won't be able to see it anymore. Which means that in the future, there will be no more, kind of physical evidence of the Big Bang existing, because all of the radiation that was emitted from it will have dissipated out and it'll just be silence. So right now, the time that you live in is an amazing time because you are in, to say, a sort of Goldilocks era where we are still able to observe things from when the universe was much younger because they haven't fully disappeared yet. And we are very lucky that, you know, the time period that we live in, that we can still see these things. Because they are eventually going to go away. And if you get to the punch too late, then that information is gone. And so I kind of like that, to go back to my original thing of saying, I kind of like in builds and in kind of worlds where you can see like something is old, something is starting to wither away and starting to be kind of hidden and covered by dirt and debris and nature, and it's starting to disappear because of how old it is and the information, it's starting to be lost to time. And so I like to have things that you can see them being lost to time, but they're not gone yet. You see something that is barely holding on to the world around it. It's still barely a part of its world. Even though it is disappearing, it's still lingering. We're just waiting for somebody to find it before it's too late. That is the kind of vibe that I love for this shit. Just the vibe that you got there right in time. Gotta step back from time to time, reevaluate. I can go and pick up this since I'm not working with stone anymore. Gotta kind of... I want it to be kind of curved up around here. I can pick up the rest of this too. Let's go and put all that away. I don't need the lava bucket on me either. Pick it up. Get rid of you. You don't need to be here. Building in Minecraft be like, oh my god, I love this location. Proceeds to change everything about it. I might get rid of this here, peel back this bit of land so it kind of matches the other side. I do think I need to keep pushing this in a little bit. Right now, again, like, you start the cave by going in right. So I don't want there to be way more space on the left side here. If there isn't, you know, if you're not gonna be starting up from the left side. It wouldn't make any sense. It doesn't flow nicely. Good evening and welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I am your host, Packed Nicely. I think I still want to build this out a bit more. I want to bring down more of this mountain. I guess it's a hill, you know, not a mountain. So I really want it to be like super deep into this. I am almost out of dirt already. Oh my goodness. Am I gonna have to go digging for dirt? I probably will. I guess I'll go get some when I peel back the other side a little bit. Alright, let's peel this back over here. Gotta chop down so what happened to you? Did this guy caught on fire? I don't remember doing anything to these trees. Must have been a fire. Must have been the wind. That damn lightning, you know? Gotta get rid of all these leaves and junk before you start peeling back this area, or else you're gonna be digging underneath them. I don't like how that is there already. I just want this to be peeled back here. I think peeled is the best word. For this, not just in general. There are better words than peeled. Apple. I just need to hold on to these for golden apples. I don't use them often, but they're very, very handy. Yeah, this would definitely help more. This also helps it feel a little bit more like you're going in straight. Instead of, you know, having to be over here because there's land over here. This will make it a little bit easier to go in kind of straight at it. It's all about the angles. Yeah, see, this is all the dirt that we need. It's all just hanging out over here. Waiting for somebody to dig it up, and now I have. You're coming home with me. Once again, great thing about just respiration and aqua affinity. What is the deal between respiration and aqua? What is the difference? What does respiration do that aqua affinity doesn't? What is the difference between the two of them? I do not recall. Again, another thing that was added way too long ago for me to remember the specifics of it. And at a point that I wasn't playing so heavily that I memorized any of it. Because I used to, like, back in the heyday that I was actually, like, starting to really get into Minecraft, I would, like, read all, like, the version patch notes and all the stuff for that. So you'd be like, what's new? What's going on? And now I just, you know, if there's something that I need to know, I either just look it up or I'll look up, like, I'll watch, like, here's all the new things that you missed of the new update. Like, oh, okay, this will probably just run me through all the new shit. Which it never runs me through all the new shit. Because then I'll go watch, like, a different YouTuber that, like, Let's Plays Minecraft, like, Ethos Lab or whatever. Like, this is, like, actual example. I watched a video, like, here's all the stuff that's new in 1.19. I was like, oh, sick, this'll learn me good. And then I watched that, and then when I watched Ethos Minecraft series, and he's like, so this is a thing that's being put into 1.19 that just got added, and it's like a very big feature that I was like, what? Nobody told me about this. This information wasn't in the other thing. This seems like a pretty cool thing in this update, but it just didn't get included. Because they don't add everything in, like, those types of videos going over the subject. They go over, like, some stuff. But they don't give, like, the full details of everything that's added. They just go over, like, usually the big things. I've also now started, like, blocking so many Minecraft TikTok things that come across my feed, because so many of them I could classify either as misinformation or annoying. A lot of Minecraft TikTok or TikTok Minecraft content falls into, like, one of those two categories. It's either like, okay, well, this information isn't exactly accurate, or being presented accurately, or you just have, like, your personality turned up to a 10, which also, like, there are so many, like, it's mostly Minecraft TikTok stuff that I see, that it's like, like, people have become archetypes, basically. People now, basically, there is, like, a set personality of, like, Minecraft TikToker. They all have, like, the same sense of humor. And it's all, like, the same shit. And they do this, like, the same style videos. Like, how is everybody just a clone of each other in the Minecraft TikTok creator space? It's like the new form of just everybody just like imitating commentary channels. So I'm glad that the era of the commentary channel now is, like, pretty well done. Pretty well gone. You don't see a lot of new commentary stuff spring up, or I guess probably, like, there's drama channels that spring up all the time, but that's different. There's usually, like, drama channels that'll spring up for drama in one specific group. This has been most of my time in Minecraft. The past several days. Just, like, going down, you know, digging something out and seeing, like, how did that look? And then seeing like, oh, okay, so I'll change this then. And then I go back down and I dig. A lot of this. Which is better now with the netherite, but I still need to put efficiency onto this. I think I want this to peel back here. I keep using the word peel, but it's a good word of you know, when you peel something, it's a good word for separating layers. I want to open this up, so it kind of widens out here and narrows as you're going in. Because if it's wider out here and then narrow closer to it, then if I'm back here and it's really wide here and then narrow up there, then it adds another sense of depth to it. It's like, oh, that is probably, it's, you know, a kind of Disney type optical illusion. It makes it feel like the tunnel is way farther away, and since it's not that big of a tunnel, if it feels way farther away, then you're like, oh, it's pretty big then. If I'm seeing it from this far, it's all a trick. Your eyes deceive you. It was actually great. If anybody's keeping up with Hermitcraft Season 9, I've been watching a lot of B-dubs, and B-dubs has been very helpful for me for, you know, improving a lot of my Minecraft building. Jesus Christ, there's too many entities here, and my computer does not want to fuck with it. There's too much going on. But B-dubs have been very, very helpful for me learning more stuff about, you know, kind of building techniques in Minecraft. And he did, you know, his gigantic door that he built had a pretty good sort of example of, you know, how you can do sort of tricks of depth by using different color blocks, and how you can make it, a build look like it's way more, you know, way bigger and way more detailed by just having like what is perceived to be like shadows, because if they're shadow, then that means that it's like recessed in. That's just a lot of really fascinating ways that you can sort of play around with this shit. It really adds like a lot to a build, the depth of it, just through some simple tricks. All the, you know, a lot of optical illusions that work in the real world for things like building. A lot of that stuff can also apply in the virtual world of Minecraft, because you still have that same kind of depth. Usually if the game is first person, you can do the same kind of tricks that'll work in real life, because of just how our brains perceive distance. Ooh. What does that underwater sound I keep hearing? It's like it sounds like bones cracking. Could also just get water breathing for this, but I don't really need it, so I'm going up and checking the surface so often. Now, see, that sound concerns me more, because this is a river and not like an ocean or something. So, like, what's beneath me? Stand-up comedy, that's beneath me. Not doing it. Being a streamer is like doing stand-up comedy, but you're just like doing a pointless activity and writing the joke while you're on stage. I think this is definitely the first large-scale build of this world. Definitely one of the most important, because I'm going to see it all the time, because I'm going to be building more stuff through it. This is going to be used for building into other regions that I just all will want to have connected by a river. Hopefully, a lot of the rest of them can be mostly above ground and not through mountains, but I mean, it's extreme, you know, amplified world generation. You're gonna have hills on everything. It doesn't already look like, oh, that's so much farther away. Just because of the way that it narrows. It does to me anyways already, because I can already start to see it. I can start to see it taking place, and I can see it in my head. And so I can already fill in the gaps of it. Look at this. If you sit down here, it's like a constellation. It's like the stars in the sky. This also shows how derailed I get while building this shit. Because this started with just like, oh, I want to get rid of this little bit of land over here. And then after I move that back, then I'm like, oh, well, now I need to make this look natural over here. But now that doesn't look natural over here, and you're just playing a constant game of catching up. Not quite nighttime nap. Nighttime nap. Stop fucking double fisting this shit. Now we sleep. First we feast, then we sleep. Oh, now I'm picking up shit again. Ow! No! Oh, come on. I might end up reducing the maximum time there can be between tracks. But I do also just like kind of having some moments of just Minecraft silence and ambiance in between some tracks. Little break between it every now and then. Doesn't hurt. Sometimes you just need a little bit of silence. Sometimes you just need a little bit of peace and quiet, even in a world as calm and peaceful as this. Something as chill and relaxed as just building in Minecraft. Even then, you could use a little break from things that are a bit louder, things that could be a little bit more... things that are a bit more engaging, like music. Sometimes you just need to just sit with the sounds of the world. Have you heard of ashwagandha? Such is a rule of this stream. If I say anything that sounds too hippie-like, I must immediately mock myself. I feel like that's just like my version of just like the Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about? So like, you gotta put more blocks between the stone brick and the stone and the andesite, because then you get a nice contrast. You can't just have it be all one block, it looks flat. That's not a good way to build. You gotta have contrast. You have to have gradients between your colors. And your light saturation. Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about? I did see a clip on TikTok the other day of Aaron Paul, who plays Jesse in Breaking Bad, on Top Gear, breaking a lap time record. Him doing some pretty good driving. Which I don't know how good it is relative to other driving things, but relative to other celebrities, he did pretty good. Other celebrities that they had on and did laps in a car. I'll do some of this, and I'll start to make this more narrow through here. So I used all the silk touch, now I got all the stone, and I can move the land around how I so please! I am the god of this world! Many fear me. Kind of patching a lot of this. This music, to me, sounds like Super Paper Mario music. Actually, I wonder. I could probably find the exact track that I'm thinking of. Let me go on a little scavenger hunt for Super Paper Mario song I'm thinking of. That is so loud. Just like the general overworld music that I'm thinking of. This is kind of the song that I'm thinking of. Hang on, let me... It's like much more upbeat, of course, because it's Mario music. Let me play this for you and see if you think if you can hear like a little bit of the similarity to it. Just in kind of like the mostly like the sound of like kind of the vibe. I should play Super Paper Mario on stream. I love this game growing up. Mostly like this kind of overworldy type music. such good music. Really like this. Where's another section of this? It has like really good music. It's such a good vibe in this game. All right, that's enough of that. It just made me think of it. Especially, it's kind of like the droning synth that you kind of get in this song. Makes you think of that song. The thing that I have to struggle with every time that I'm trying to relate music, is that I'll always have like, oh, these two songs, they sound the same to me, because there's just like some aspect of it that's like, doesn't have to do with like the actual tone of it or the genre of it or anything really, like, most of the time even related to it. It's like usually just like some little aspect of it that just like sparks a memory, and then it's hard to explain how it relates. But in my brain, it does. In my brain, they correlate. Also, correlate seems like a fantastic euphemism for intercourse. I guess it's very similar to copulate. Kind of did a little bit of what I said I had to do, but not all that much. I think I'm going to start easing these walls in, though, to a bit more of a natural divot, instead of it being this straight drop that I have right now. Start kind of easing it back into like a kind of a bowl shape. Where's the horns? I will say that recently for my father's birthday, one present that he received was a dad joke button. It was just a, you know, like a little plastic button that when pressed would play a dad joke. And what I will say about this button is that it sucks ass. The jokes on it are terrible. They're not even dad jokes, a lot of them. A lot of them are just really bad, like, one-liners. Some of them hardly even a one-liner. Some of them, like, a little bit would work better as, like, a Facebook post. I just feel like I should... Doing like, the... You know, the... cheap pun with the bowl shape, the horn, and then the fake laugh after. That's really the biggest thing about it that I do not like. It's a mild crime that the jokes aren't funny. What actually is bad about it is that after every single joke, the guy saying the jokes in the button does like a really bad, cheesy, like fake laugh that just sucks. Like, let me just give you an example. Just, what do you call a girl with one leg longer than the other? Eileen. I It does that fucking type of laugh at the end of every single joke. And I was like, what's orange and sounds like a parrot? A carrot. Ha 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 ha. Like, why do you have to laugh at your own joke? You're the one on the button. Why are you trying to be a laugh track? It's just so, you know? Oh, I needed that dirt. I need that dirt. Stop doing that in my inventory. Stop immediately replacing my tool with dirt. I want to bring like this whole side of the hill forward because I again want it to kind of curve in. I don't have nearly enough dirt. I'm running out of dirt.
Jamie, I'm out of dirt. Jamie, I'm running out of dirt.
Wondering why I couldn't hear him dying. It's gotta get a little bit closer. Doesn't have that big of a range. I feel like it's a little bit easier to understand and relate if I say this song sounds like a Avatar song, Last Airbender. And y'all probably can immediately just come to mind what track I'm thinking of, what I'm talking about. Seeing what I'm saying. Stop putting other tools in my fucking hand spot. This is the only thing, it just building around trees like this, trying to get good angles, and then you just hit leaves. Ow. Right now it's a little bit too slopey. Break that up a little bit. You kind of see like some lines forming. You're like, ooh, that doesn't look natural. It's too straight. You know, a little bit too pyramidy. It's a thing that, you know, if you're trying to build something that's like a bit more natural looking, sometimes like you see how like that's the natural generation there, and then this is how it looks on this side. That's much less, you know, it's like much more broken up. It's got more noise to it. It's not so uniform. You don't really want your ground to look uniform, because then it just looks artificial. I'm getting impatient. I could just bury these trees. I could be funny and just bury a couple trees. So I do kind of want, I want it to be, reason why I like want to fill in that corner, but I want it to kind of look like it's, you know, it's kind of sloping out into the water. This is why you hold on to your dirt. You never know where terraformation may strike. Although I guess if you are doing something that requires you to dig up a lot of dirt to have in the first place, then you probably know exactly where terraformation may strike. Gotta keep getting a look back, get some insight. So I want this to be just filled in all up here. See more apples around. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm just probably just gonna end up burying some trees. It's fine, it's fine. It's not like this is ever going to be dug up. It's not like I'm ever gonna do anything else with this particular area again. So I could also make it hollow. Since I know kind of what shape I want to go for here. At this point, I'll go ahead and have it start being normal again. So I will get rid of this here. This tree will just be destroyed, not buried. I don't want leaves. Yeah, I really chose torture for myself by building in the jungle. He has disappeared. I wanted to hit him with my 360s. Hey. Unfortunate lag spike, but we make do. Since Endermen hold blocks, I wonder if you could... It'd be really funny if you could use them kind of as an item frame. Like, if you... I guess zombies also, they hold on to items. I think that'd be a really funny way to frame your items, is by having a mob hold them. You're just like, oh, what am I storing in this chest? And then you just look up at a zombie holding a block of dirt, and you're like, oh, that's what. Okay, great. I already just went through all that dirt. It really goes fast, but I did get a lot more of the kind of effect that I'm going for here. Of like, the land is starting to fall into the sea here. Starting to fall into the river. I have a bed back there, but I have the bed on me, but I need to go get dirt anyways. The parrot up there. I thought it was like a bat taking damage. I'm so happy that this iron farm hasn't broken down yet, because I made this adjustment to all like the pistons. I have the day sensor and like the blocks that they're standing on. I made all of that with the expectation, oh, it's probably going to break every now and then. I'll have to reboot it, but I haven't had to reboot it once. It's just worked every time. Ever since I put in all those fixes, it's been fantastic. I'm so happy. I have 5 blocks of grass, none of which I have mined myself, all of which have been obtained by Endermen just leaving them. Let's do some villager trades. Try to get both some levels and some repairs. Yeah, just double fist. Just hold both of these bad boys. Let's do a little bit of business. So I have had some issue with the cleric, where sometimes the potion prices, or the price for the XP bottles will go up to like 2 or 3, and that'll raise up, and I'll have to do a trade for like redstone or whatever else to get it back down. A bit unfortunate, but it's whatever. That's weird that it didn't go into my tool. Oh, I don't have mending on this pickaxe. I forgot I haven't put that on the silk touch yet. Okay, I'm not going to use the mending right now. I'm not going to fix up anything, 'cause I just want levels so I can put the efficiency 5 onto my pickaxe. Oh, refreshing so much today. Do they refresh more often if they've been cured? Another thing is, if you get the effect Hero of the Village, then they just start handing you free things when you pass by. They'll just like start, like if you have like, you know, the shepherd will start just like throwing wool at you. And I think the cleric will just start like throwing like redstone and stuff like that. Look how quickly we just get up in levels. How quickly you get up in age. That's right, I called you out. You're getting old. Let's go and craft these back down. Do I have enough? Oh! I've done too much enchanting on this thing, haven't I? Oh my god. Okay, so we're gonna need a few. That's what I'm seeing here. We're gonna need a couple. Gonna be grinding out XP for a minute. In a minute, I'm gonna need a sentimental man or woman to pump me up. This is why we have these on tap. And then once I'm done with getting everything fully enchanted, because I still also don't even have all the protection that I want and everything. I don't even have protection 4 on that. I need to get protection book. Wow, what rank is protection book? I only know it up to 5. Oh, bunk. Enderman? Endelman? So I want to dig this. Flatten out. I want to, push back this hill here. And by doing so, I can also get dirt for other areas of builds. But this will be nice for, get like all this moved back so I can have a proper pathway over to you. So I want to have like a nice actual road over there. Even my, my roads up at the front. Everything around there. Those are nice proper roads, but they are kind of small. I made them intentionally kind of small. Because, just some parts of it, like, don't have a lot of space. Like, right up in here, this is a really small pathway. It gets really thin. Because it's going, like, right up against the water, right up against the house. Not a lot of room for it. But over here, I want to have this be a bit more, like, indicating once you're around here, and, once you get, like, the dock bigger. I want this to be sort of like breaching out into like, this is like the city over here. Everything that is this direction is like for more rural things. Everything that way is industrial, and that's the city. That's the industrial district. I want you to take me into the city. One thing I will say I've probably fumbled the bag on, with doing a lot of the digging of the tunnels, is I did not save a lot of the cobblestone from it. Because it was, thousands. And it would have taken way longer to dig all of it out if I was making trips to go store it all. And it would take so much space to store all of that. And so I didn't hold on to most of that cobble. Alright, so now we got a little bit more space back here, and we got some more dirt. I'm gonna actually have to go put some of it away. Pick up some more of it. Because I'm already full. There's just something between walking around here that is just giving me some nasty fucking frames. Some nasty drops. I'm gonna go into there. I need to put dirt away. I did also see a mod that adds, it's called like the trading post mod or something like that. That just adds like one block that you can put down into like a villager collection that then you can trade with all of the villagers from that one station instead of having to walk to each individual villager. You can then just like trade from the trading post, which would be very, very helpful in this world. That is also a massive quality of life thing. That would be a pretty big change. It would save me a lot of time, but I'm trying to avoid having this be like a modded world. I'm going to have some mods. Get rid of that. I'm going to have some mods. Some things are going to be changed because of it. I don't want it to be too far off from vanilla. Same kind of deal that I had with Skyrim. Is that, you know, I don't want to do a modded playthrough, but I just want some mods here and there. I hope I'm making that distinction clear. What I mean with that. The difference between modded and having mods. It's just more about the scale, really. The sort of implication of modded. Another thing that I want to do pretty soon, since it would be very, very helpful to do, in terms of just having shulkers to transport materials, fighting the Ender Dragon is on my mind. Now that we've put in, you know, I've put in, this is now part 9? This is now the 9th stream of this. We've made some pretty sizable progress around here and in the world. But we are at a point where now, like, I have the full netherite, I'm all, you know, decked out with everything, I have the resources, I have the supplies, strong as fuck, lean as an ox. I think now is the time to start conquering some bigger Minecraft aspects. Some of the more important baseline things, like the actual, I guess, you know, story, the mission of the game. Ah, good timing. Cleric doesn't refresh quite as much. It is kind of a mixed bag. It was very handy, though. The other day, while I was getting, you know, because I made two new librarians. I used, as soon as I got them up the stairs, or up the bubble elevator, I did the thing where if you just talk to them, then they follow you for a little bit. I use that to get them into their enclosures. I have a problem with this guy where I can't really reach him. I think they're probably done refreshing. Okay. I spend so much time in the villagers. I've done how many trades now with them? 4,889 villager trades. That sounds about right. That number is put best into scope when you think about how much iron I have traded. Oh, that's actually something I'm curious about in the statistics of items. Oh, I've apparently mined 26,000 things total with this pickaxe. Can't really see like where. I wish they had like a. It doesn't count in like things picked up, I don't think. For like iron that you grab out of a chest. I didn't pick any of it up, but I am curious how much iron I have produced. If there could be like a thing to see how many of them you've traded away. I have dropped I've dropped 3,178 poppies. Also makes sense. Of how many golems, just how much junk they make. Now we play the waiting game. Or we can go get to work on other things. Honestly, I don't really have all that much to work on, though, besides, just builds. There we go.
Bring me my efficiency 5.
That was expensive. That was a little bit costly. Bunk. So much shit everywhere. I need to organize a lot of the rest of this shit better. Just toss out those iron tools. I really don't need them. I'm never going to need them. On my life, I will never need those iron tools. And with that accepted, where's my lava bucket? Just pick them all up. Ah, my ears. Hey, these are done. Oh, is that? So I had like 5 stacks of coal in here. Just BT dubs. That's how much that used. You know what? That gives me an idea of what we should probably do. And that is get some kelp to farm. For dried kelp as a fuel source. As it is quite handiest dandiest. And deedious speedious. I should turn this up. So I can hold a solid FPS, but I do just get drops from time to time. Mostly because of the jungle. It really is just the jungle. So another thing is if you looking in the direction of like a lot of chests can cause lag. A lot of chests in one place because there's so much information that's just loaded there that has to be ready to be loaded in an instant. The contents of the chest that like that can just cause a lot of instability when you have a lot of them in the same place. Takes up quite a lot of memory. Out to the ocean. Probably be way easier for me to build a tunnel out to the ocean over here than it is for me to build a tunnel over to the deep dark, because this is like way closer into the actual body of water that takes me there. It's just out to here and then you just go. I've already dug out some of it. This is a real small, it'd be a real small expenditure. Wouldn't be digging more than 20 blocks. A lot of it's already above ground. A lot of it already has water. I don't know how much I'll be going out to the ocean that I'll actually need it. I could also go out to the ocean monument. That is another thing that I have found that I could go out and explore. Was that out this way? I think that was this way. For the ocean monument. Just going out here. I think it was this way anyways. Not like it matters right now, we're just getting kelp. Kelp. Look at that. That's a lot of it. This stream brought to you by kelp. Kelp. It's everywhere. Something that I was thinking about recently. So you might think like, for a lot of plants, of course, like your best bet of survival is that you evolve to be not tasty. You evolve so things don't want to eat you. Stuff like eucalyptus has gone this route. Peppers have gone this route. You might think like, yeah, that's obvious that like the best course of survival for you as a species is to not want to be eaten. Because being eaten means that you are not alive. And if you are not alive, you are not surviving. But in some cases, like one that I just listed, it is kind of the opposite. Where they are purposefully make themselves, you know, it would seem counterintuitive that like things eating you is not what you want. This is why you have things like fruits. And like stuff like peppers. A lot of plants, specifically like a lot of trees, they spread their seeds through fruits. Which makes a lot of sense. Because then your best bet is not to survive yourself. Your best bet is to make something that something else is going to eat and then poop out very far away. So then it's like picked up and then that just gets seeded automatically. Your best bet of survival is to be eaten. And like peppers, there's a reason why peppers are spicy. Is because then, you know, like the thing that makes them spicy is capsaicin. But that isn't spicy to birds. Birds don't taste any of the spicy from capsaicin. It's not painful for them to eat peppers. And so intentionally, that is garnered to just the taste of birds. Because then birds will spread the seeds if they eat it. It's like a weird reliance. In a way, when you think about it, all foods are kind of naturally selected. Even unintentionally, every single plant that is meant to be eaten, or that is edible, if it is eaten by anything, then it will naturally just become better tasting. Because that means that whatever is eating it is going to be spreading its seeds more. And things are going to eat whatever it is that is the most nutritious, produces the most fruit, and is the tastiest to them. So like we've selected a bunch of foods that now like they're so different from how they were in the wild. But in a way, they also are just naturally selected to be more like what we want. That even if we did not intentionally breed fruits and vegetables, they would still get better over time. Just through, you know, just if you're always getting way more fruit off of one type of tree, then that type of tree is going to get planted way more. We really just kind of sped up that process. That's kind of like the whole point of food. Okay, that's a lot of kelp. Should probably plant some of it around other places. I just want to have enough that I can go and like harvest a lot of it later. Because I, of course, want to use it for fuel. Although this probably is eventually going to turn into like sugarcane farm 2.0. I'm just having way more of it than I actually need. And then it just causes a lag problem. I also don't know how this is going to look around here. Wow, that grows fast. That is really what makes it great for fuel. It grows so quickly. Yeah, look at that. That's speed if I've ever seen it. I didn't take any damage after I ran out of air. At this point, like, I just can't even... I wonder how long it would actually take me to drown with my current armor build. With my current helmet. I can stay down here for a long time. Really need to be planting in these really deep parts. There it goes. Huh, is that another thing that is like aquafinity and respiration? Is that it takes longer between times it does damage for being drowning? Because I can recover health faster than I drown. So I could just do full underwater caving. I don't even need water breathing potions. I just need food. I'm taking, like, no damage from this. If I'm at max health, or if I'm at, like, max saturation, then it just, like, doesn't even matter. Look at that one go. Overachiever. I could just do underwater caving, and it just wouldn't even matter. Wouldn't even need respiration or anything. That's crazy. I guess it is pretty good. I guess we'll never know. I need my levels back. Just spent every last one of them. Another thing that I could do, which would probably be pretty easy because I am mostly surrounded by water, although also might be difficult depending on if they spawn a lot in the jungle. But I could probably do a raid. And things that all my villagers are in here. So you know what I could do? I think I can actually do a raid. I think I can successfully do one. Because they can spawn like in the water and everything. I have iron golems around everywhere too. That'll also be helpful. I could even make more. You know what? I can make even more iron golems. Just for the fuck of it. I can put them around in like areas over here. Areas that, you know, they could like spawn up around like the hills and whatever. Let's try doing a raid. I think this will go like actually pretty easy for me. Because of course I am stacked the fuck out. Watch this shit. Okay, hang on. Watch like some other shit real quick and then watch this shit. Okay, hang on. We're getting there. That hit. Maybe. I think there is some randomness to this. Well, I broke the boat. There we go. And now if we just walk over here, we get ourselves a little raid, which I think we can do pretty easily. Villagers are protected in there. Nothing can get in. Nothing can get out. We have all of our shit. This should be easy. Could have held on to that guy for like a raid farm, but I don't really want to do a raid farm. Okay, where are they? Oh, there they are. They're over at the, oh, I think they're like dying in the lava over here. All right, easy first form. Like one of them had to like have fallen into the lava or something. Up here. Also, they added goat horns into the game that can make sounds. I could get some of those. Okay, where the fuck is the raid? They're like somewhere up here. Because they could like spawn up there. Where are they? There they are. What are you fighting? Hello. I have plenty of arrows to just do some shoot. I can just shoot. Well, there's 2 of them. Where's the rest? Somewhere in this jungle are more raiders. Are they underground or something? Oh, hello. Yeah, they're like trapped in here. They got a little bit confused. Okay, please don't spawn this direction again. I think they might have spawned around this and not my other villagers. They might have spawned around these 2. No, it's over there now. I think. Like, generally this direction. Yeah. I just let the golem take care of most of this. There's only 1 more. Where is it? Too many vines. Oh, it's you. You don't even have a rider. Oh, I'm fine with this. You don't do any damage to me. We're fine. They're ding-donging the bell on the inside. Don't I get an achievement for this? For ringing it during a raid? Who's ringing it inside of there? Oh yeah, it also shows their location if you ring it. I forgot that's the thing that you get. Okay, gotta be careful, that breaks my shield. There's like way more of them in this phase than the last one. There's like way more. I have to be careful with the witches. Also be careful I don't hit the golem. Fred is going buck wild in here. Who's ringing that? Those have to be ringing on their own. Or maybe the maybe the ones on the 2nd floor are ringing them because it's right beneath their things. Where now? I didn't hear the horn. Over here is super easy. They don't do any damage to me. I think, yeah, they keep like trying to walk over to the villagers up in the farm and then falling into the farm themselves. Honestly, I'm okay with this. Just gonna kill your steed. It'd be so fun if you could tame a Ravager. You know, if you could do the kind of style of like, you know, like after you get like the spawn of like the skeleton horses, you can just kill the skeletons on top and take the horses. It'd be really neat if you could do the same thing with the Ravagers. If you could keep one, you know, if they weren't like a part of like the, oh, I need it. What the fuck? How am I already out of arrows? I need infinity on this thing. Let me go grab some arrows real quick. Actually, I don't need them. Oh, actually, you know what's fan? The iron golems down in there are causing these little whatever they are to fly into the lava. There we go. I hate these things so much. They really are just like the worst fucking thing in this game. They do like a shit ton of damage. They're super fast. They fly around. They're just terrible. Thing is, I would actually be more okay with them if they were bigger. But because they're so small, they're so hard to hit. I hate them. But we did it. And I got Totem of Undying, which in this mod pack, or in this resource pack, they, I have them, as clowns. They said we only got one of them, but that's fine. still good to have. Only way to really get more is with I'll just wait the poison out. Only way to get more is with a raid farm. Like an actual sizable amount of them. But it's understandable why they're so rare. They are one of the most valuable things for adventuring and exploring. Especially like the Deep Dark. Valuable for that if you're just gonna get one tap by the Warden. Yes, I am the hero. I am the hero. No need to thank me, but you can still thank me. Got a couple saddles, that's nice. I still should probably get like a horse or something for traveling on land. I've come for my sweet deals and for my gifts. Gifts, please. You're at the village. It doesn't really matter much when you're already getting like the best deals out of everybody. Because everybody's been converted. Alright, nobody's gonna refresh right now. That was fun. Put that in here. That's full. Don't need to keep that in there if I already have the sugar. Same with that. Two saddles out of that. Good shit. I need to pick up arrows again, that's right. Where do I keep all my arrows? I thought I had more. I didn't use all of them, did I? I thought I had more arrows somewhere. But I only see one here. Guess I should get a Fletcher. Yeah, I should do that. And we are encountering the issue. I'm starting to run out of food that is suitable for villagers because I got rid of all my farms because I had way too many carrots and I don't have nearly enough carrots. We're turning all that into bread. Let's try to do a little bit of villager breeding. And let's try to get a Fletcher. I should probably make... I need to make Fletcher table. Fletching table. Two flint. Yeah, I could also make arrows myself. Because I have so much flint. And I also have a shit ton of feathers. So I probably should just make some myself. But let's get a Fletcher. Once again, you two are going to be the lovebirds. Oh. I think that'll be enough bread. Hopefully they'll just get to it. I need to put down a boat. Why can't I make a boat? There we go. Oh, it is in there. I just didn't see it. My eyes fail me. Are you gonna pick up and eat and trade that bread? Oh. Don't you eat bread? Yeah, they take bread. Whatever. That should be enough. Let's just make some arrows in the meantime. Because I am out. That's a good amount of arrows. Guess that solves the issue for a little bit. Keep a spare stack in there. I guess having the chicken farm is really good for feathers. If you kill them faster, you kill them sooner, then you don't get quite as many eggs, but you get all those valuable, valuable feathers. I think, I can't quite remember really what you get from Fletcher's. Except for, you know, buying arrows. I get these, oh yeah, because I broke that one iron bar. Okay. Still, biggest things that we have is just mostly building. I want to build over into here, kind of laying out this way, horizontally here. I want to build like a turn of the century style factory to house the iron farm inside of. The biggest challenge of that is that it has to be within. It has to be big enough that it is outside of the range that iron golems can spawn in. So I can't have any blocks that are within the range that the iron golems will spawn on top of, or, you know, inside, anything like that. So it really does make it difficult to house that. Still got to think of like a good way of, it would have to be really, really big. Which is like, you know, biggest issue is that it would have to be big. I think next, since I'm kind of burnt out a little bit of building type things, just for now, I think I want to, why do I have an iron axe in here? I think I want to go take on one of the sea temples that I saw. So I can just pull up real quick my screenshot of its coordinates. Screenshots. I should make a shortcut for this folder. Sea temple coordinates were -324, 1821. That's easy enough to get to. That's just out in the ocean. The shield should be fine. I will also get water breathing just for this, and also night vision, because it is so dark down there. Why is there all 3-minute? Let's extend that a little bit. I'll make more night vision because I'm running out. Not gonna need these. I'll put these away and that. This is a good song. So much Minecraft music is just 10 out of 10. Want to have at least 2 water breathing, 2 night vision on me. I'm not going to spend a very long time in there. I think I should also bring my hoe with me. Oh, you know what I just realized? We're about to get ourselves another achievement. About to get a serious achievement. Now we are fully stacked. I should get infinity on this. It doesn't really matter to me to have mending or anything on it. If you're gonna have, although like, yeah, it would be nice to just have infinity. I should just get that. Okay. Boom. So 2 night vision, 2 water breathing. Should cut it. We're not gonna be... These things really don't take all that long. Believe it or not. Water temples really are not... Wait, you know what I should get before I go? I should get a trident. Get fully stacked out trident. Because I'm doing all the underwater fighting. So I should get shit on this. Put the mending on it. I already have loyalty 3 and impaling 4. So not really anything else. I guess I need to get unbreaking on it. Don't I have somebody that sells an unbreaking book? There we go. Look at all these rare achievements we're getting. I think one of my librarians sells an unbreaking book and I should get it. Get it, I get it, I got it. I get it, I get it, I got it. Get it, I get it, I got it. Unbreaking 1, I can combine that up. Whatever. Unless somebody else sells like Unbreaking 3 and I just wasted my money. You sell loyalty 2, which I don't need. What's your other books? Hey. Hey, get back here. Hey, get over here. Yeah. Okay. Let's combine these up into Unbreaking 3. Nice and easy. Combine these two. 5, 6, so we can want to go with 5 there. 12? That's so much! How will I ever afford? I can afford. There we go. Could also get the channeling on that. That'd be nice for this. And let's go and fix it up a little bit. That was easy. They don't have a lot of durability. So they get fixed up really, really fast. Not gonna need the shovel, not gonna need the hoe for a while. Won't need torches. Let's get the hotbar like sorted out what I'm actually gonna need. I guess I really could just have anything in the hotbar. Because all that I'm really gonna be having... You know, you mostly do walking around in there and opening, you know, exploring shit. Ooh, you know what I should bring with me is buckets of milk. For mining fatigue that you get from the guy. I should get buckets o' milk. I don't have any spare buckets. Let me put that in there for now. Where will I get the iron for more buckets? I'm bringing like 3 buckets of milk with me. Oh, cow. Oh, Garfield, you have a visitor. I remember right, you used to not be able to infinitely milk cows. You would have to wait for them to, they'd have a cycle. Along with, you know, like how other mobs would have cooldowns. There'd be a cooldown on milking cows. You couldn't infinitely milk them. But there was no indicator of when they were and were not able to be milked. And so you would just go around spamming on cows and guessing. I'm pretty sure that was a thing. Again, my memory could be faulty. let's go take on a water temple. Like Leldil of Zeldil. Yeah, this wouldn't be more than 20, 30 blocks. I just have to dig through this. It'd be really easy to tunnel through this. Out to the water on the other side. I like you can kind of get it to like orbit you a little bit. I wonder if you could make like a minecart track to just like make you go around in a circle. So you just like never pick it up and it's just like stuck orbiting you. Some Minecraft songs are way louder than others because this song is like real quiet. I just realized since I record VODs that I could have way higher audio bitrate for the recording. I already have the video, the VODs that go out on YouTube are already higher quality than Twitch. There's way less compression. There's like a more solid bitrate than Twitch. So like videos that go out on the VOD channel, which I should actually have them ready. A lot of them should be ready to go up by tomorrow. Some of them still have like some weird copyright things on them with demonetization. There's also a weird issue right now where Wet Hands, the Minecraft song Wet Hands, is getting like false claimed by a bunch of groups, and that sucks. That's just, you know, one of those things you just have to live with on YouTube. There's just false claims on so much shit. But I should be able to put out like a shit ton of VODs tomorrow. I am going to have them slowly kind of meter out just in the beginning. Because I do have a little bit of a backlog of them that need to be put out. But after the first batch is done, they'll just start going out, you know, on schedule, on time. I'm going the wrong way. I need to be going more this direction than that way. I've already passed it. In terms of the X. I need to be going this direction. Hello, polar bears. You are still useless. You have to go around a lot of land for this. I think it might be a different sea temple than the one that I saw the first time, because this feels like it's quite a ways out here. It's like across an ocean and like some land. Oh my god. Or what's that fucking that? The Undertale falling down. I see people do that a lot, paired up with Minecraft clips with like they fall through the powdered snow all the way down to like bedrock because of the deep caves. I used to be able to do a couple of Undertale songs on the kalimba. I saw that on the Instagrams and everything. I saw like, ooh, that looks fun to play. So I picked it up for a little bit. I actually still have it, like, pretty much right next to me. It's definitely out of tune, but I used to play it for like a little bit. I figured out a couple things on it that I probably don't really remember now. But it would be fun to get back into that. It is also like a cheap little kalimba. It doesn't have a lot of keys. But you can do a little bit on it. I might pick it up just for funsies. Things that it's like at this point, it is just like a massive pain to tune it. It's like it's like a instrument that, like, it's not as easy as like with a guitar. You just have like a tuning peg and you just turn that and that changes it and you can get that in tune. It's a little bit more difficult with the kalimba because you have to, the tines are held under a bar, and the way that you change the tuning is that you have to push it further under the bar or pull it out, from under the bar. And to do that, you have to use like you have to like use percussive force to like shove it up under the bar. So like you have to just like whack the shit out of the tines to get them into tune, which is a little bit of a pain. Not the easiest instrument to tune. It should be coming up on the Sea Temple here in a moment. Oh, it's right there. I think they're killing some fish down there right now. Okay. I'm actually super well equipped for this. We're gonna use water breathing. Oh, hang on. And night vision. And let's go hit it. Hello, gamer. I should probably equip my shield. There we go. I'm just gonna beat the shit out of you. Okay, where's your entrance? Where be the doorway? Is it on this side? There it is. Okay, so we're going in for the sponges is the biggest thing. I missed. Turn up hostile creatures. I'm getting stuck on some blocks. There it is. There's the mining fatigue. That's why our first goal is to go kill that guy. Hey, mind if I kill you?
You will know my name. Say my name.
Oh, this is actually gonna be easy. I forgot he's like a pushover. All right. Was he the only one? I think... Oh, you. All right. Well, that's both of them. That was easy. Okay, let's go get sponges. Spongili. Then we can also reapply our shit if we need to, but I don't even think we'll need to put our potions back on. Kind of get air pockets in here from the sponges. Last time I did this shit, I went in a sea temple. I think it was on TV SMP. Went into a sea temple, and I didn't bring my hoe, and so it took a very, very long time to dig out all of the sponges. So always bring your hoe with you if you're adventuring. You never know if you might need it. No, wait, another one? Did another one spawn? Or were there just 3 in here? I thought there was only like... It's usually like only 2. I've never had one with 3. That is bizarre. Okay, well, I'll use the water breathing. I shouldn't need the night vision right now. Just use the water breathing. Isn't this supposed to be like a color changing beam and not just a line of bubbles? Hey, there's the other sponge room. Does that mean that the other guy is nearby? I should just kill with this. Get the looting. I also don't even know what I keep getting stuck on. Just random blocks. Where's the guy? You know, the guy. You're not the guy. I think this does better damage against, like, fish. They seem to die to this faster. Even just through natural damage. Where is that guy? Where's the third guardian? Is he in like one of the weird like gaps between like the roof? Or like one of the gaps back here? He could be back here. On this perimeter, as they tend to want to be. Man, they really just get away with color swapping cobblestone. It does look like the pebbles in a fish tank, though, which is very swag. I don't even know where that guy is. I'm just gonna go ahead and drink again and get rid of my mining fatigue. And we'll just pick this up real quick, because that guy has not shown his head in a hot minute. So I don't even know if he's real. That guy might not even exist. Oh, hang on a moment. Well, that was last my water breathing. I think I can get through the rest of this place without it. Since I'm now just going in and... Oh, where are you? I don't want to use the last of this. But it's like, you can't break shit with this. I actually think I'm like also locked in here if I don't break this. Where is he? You asshole. Wasn't until I got up in here that I activated again. This is to the outside. Is he outside? I don't think that can happen. He has to be somewhere weird. Okay, I'll go and drink this. Hope I can get in and out of here fast enough that he won't give it to me again. Is he fucking go? Where is he? Where the fuck is this dude? I've gone through like all the rooms in this place. Where is he? I've been literally everywhere inside of this place, and he is not to be found. Unless there's some weird crevice that he's stuck inside of, he's nowhere. Like, actually nowhere. This is the doorway again, so not out here. I honestly have no fucking idea. Is he up in here? In this gap in the roof? That'd be infuriating. Don't see him. Why are they stealth artists? Why is it impossible to find them inside of here? Found you. Normally you'd find them in a big ol' area like this, where they can really just be wherever the fuck they want. And sometimes you have to break blocks to get to them. Which you can't do if they get you. It is really some bullshit. Elder Guard. Okay, that was like somewhere inside of here. There you are. Fucking die. You wasted all of my milk, and I'm gonna have to outlast your fucking shit. Now I'm gonna have to sit around for 2.5 minutes and wait for this to go away. There's another room of this. Good way to get oxygen if you have no morals. And now we just wait. Because I ran out of milk. I hate looking for those guys. I hate looking for them. Don't judge me. This shit takes so long. We just have to wait. But hopefully they're done now, and that they don't respawn. They can't just kind of hang out here underwater. Only about another half a minute, and then we can start digging. It also feels shitty to just sit here and wait, but it would take longer to go swim home, get milk, and come back, or go find a cow and come back. It's faster to just wait. There's a mod for Minecraft. It's called the Free Cam mod, or something like that. There's a mod that adds free cam. That'd be very handy dandy for making Minecraft content. Be a good way to show off some of my builds and things like that. It would also be very easy to misuse, but I wouldn't do that. Because you could just use that to go explore a whole place without actually having to go inside of it. Trust me, I'm honorable. And now back to digging. What are you doing in my hole? Get out of my hole. Great for such large creatures that they can inhabit such small spaces. That's really one of the biggest things that makes it so, like, annoying to try and find all the shit around here. Is that these guys can just, like, sit inside of the smallest spaces and you can't find them. It's teeny tiny. Is that the only room like that around here? I take these lights. Sorry, the question is, will I take these lights? Nice thing, this also just gave me a new oxygen chamber. Oh my god, go. It's also a good reason to bring night vision potions with you into here. So after you take all the lights from here, you're gonna need to find a way out. This is giving me so much fish that I can go use to tame some cats around my house. Hey, rude. Don't you dare make those noises in my vicinity. I don't even need to, like, rush to oxygen, but I still do. They don't even do damage to me. And I do another round of damage to them because of the thorns after they hit me. They really just can't get a W. It is a really cool design thing around here, though. That they add, like, all these pillars and everything on the inside so you can swim around them and break the line of sight of everything. Pretty neat. And I always get this vibey underwater music. Hello. And now we drown. Give me all these. If I need more of this stuff, then I can always just come back and farm these guys. Because, you know, they're easy to kill and they spawn in droves. I should do this, so I can get the looting when I kill them. Alright, let's get out of here. I'll leave the lights on top. Those are nice. Don't want to ruin the vibe, you know? Oh, my inventory's full. It's like very world-ending music. Am I going the wrong way? Yes. Yes, I am. I forgot that I entered here from the far side. I think I'll go get back to base. And that'll probably be it for tonight. Since I started a little bit late and it's rounding about midnight. It's about 11:24 now. Thing is, now that I'm archiving all of my streams, all the VODs are going up on YouTube. It does actually make sense now. When I announce the date and time at the beginning of each stream. Because then it's useful for the people on YouTube. Then you get that bit of information. That's something that it's for me, I've had issue with watching, like, you know, if I binge the VOD of a series from some streamer and it's like kind of old or whatever, I know that it didn't happen like recently, then it can be a bit difficult to place kind of the time of something. Actually, I know there's like a lot of things that they're like, oh, you don't want to place a date on the content. You want it to be timeless. For something that is video on demand, that is an archive of a live stream, it can be very, very helpful to know when that stream happened. Just a little bit of information that can be a bit handy to understand, because, like, especially for things, you know, I feel like the whole thing of like, oh, don't date this show or whatever, or like, you know, showing like sometimes, like, if you end up dating something, you make it like clear what time period it's in, then it can make it like, it can like take you out of it a little bit for some things. I feel like for something like this, it's like actually probably better to like clearly date it, because this is something that is like pop culture. For something like live streams are like way more, are like entirely pop culture. Did I already get this? I think I did. Yeah. So for something that is like 100% is like, you know, the reason why it's live is because it is something that is happening like in this moment. But it can be very confusing if you're watching it archived in the future, because then you're like, you know, it's all, everything makes sense when you're watching a live stream live, but then you get, you know, months, years down the road, and you're like, what the fuck is everybody talking about? Because you don't know what time it's from. And that just makes it confusing. You have nothing to kind of ground your reality. Especially if, you know, if you're like, I talk sometimes about current happening and or event. And those things can be a little bit confusing if not put in the context of like, you know, they could be like, I've watched some things some live streams from some people that I'll think was like a recent thing, because I don't know when it was. I'll think was like recent. And then all of a sudden it's just like, you hear about Watergate? Extreme example, but you know, just like, yeah, sometimes things like that, you're just like, what? I wasn't expecting this conversation. It's why, like, if I go, there's like a certain time period of stuff on YouTube that, like, around the beginning of the pandemic, a lot of content from that time I just like won't go back and watch or anything, because so much of like that content at the time is just like talking about the start of things. Then it's like a topic that just like isn't interesting to me now. I don't want to go watch a bunch of content that is like just talking about something that is a current event but so long ago that it's like, you know, I don't want to go through that exhaustion again. And so it's really helpful to have like the timestamping of everything from like throughout 2020. I can just be like, oh, I know that if I go watch this, that's what I'll be dealing with inside of that. That that's probably going to come up. And then I can make decisions based on that of whether or not I want to watch it. It's like the year, you know, the date sealed on like a fine wine. Such a pretty house. All right. Stump off my shit. We got a lot of fish. How did I get cooked fish? Did I kill it with flame and then it cooked it? Probably. Okay, I should toss even more of these fucking eggs. No way possible I'm ever going to use all of them. Absolutely no way. I should put these in. I'll put this back in here and I'll put this in here. Let me get these sponges cooking. Yep. There they go. Off to the races. Now I have all these buckets I don't need. Ah! Oh, I've ruined it. I've flooded everything. No! They're all gonna laugh at you! Now we have all this gold too, which means I can make some more golden apples. I can also do more piglin. Actually, I'll hold on to them for now. Won't turn them on to apples. I kind of want to do some piglin trades eventually. These are technically mob drops. Now sleep. Sleep. Damn it. Thing doesn't do the most damage. There's a chicken there I can get. Damn it. Damn it. I was too low before, now I'm like too high every time. Damn it. I think that creeper just despawned. There we go. So that's like my shooting range island. Oh, chicken spotted. Nice. Oh, I have too many of these guys. Wandering trader. What you got for me, buddy? Pointed dripstone. Blue ice. Did y'all not have a baby? Did I not give you enough food for baby? Wait, don't you also... Hang on, I think they might need also like a bed to be perceived as acceptable for them to have a child. There might need to be like the possibility of space for it. Oh. I'll take the leads. Oh god, I fucked up. I hit the big guy. Oh. Okay, we're good. Pretty good range weapon. All right. I think also villagers can cause lag because each one of them has to have like their own special information for their trade tables, and I think that can cause lag. Do get some leather right now though. That's good. A lot of leads. LOL. Okay. But that's gonna be it though for tonight. I've had enough Minecraft. I started quite late. And I'm also still quite sleep deprived. I had not a lot of sleep yesterday. I was awake for like 30 hours. But now I'm done. That's it for tonight. Thank you everybody who watching. Big love everybody who made it this far on the VOD on YouTube. But I will say goodnight to you now.